Hi, this is Colette from Soul Life Loving. In this video, I just want to talk about, I'm going to split this video into two because it was two halves. It was two really long meditations that I went into to do what I needed to do. So I'm going to split it, otherwise it will go on too long. I know that I've been coming up to another portal. I know that because I was talking about rescuing my dark energy, and that inner child that came with that dark energy, and that came with that dark energy for a specific reason, and that was for absolute protection. It made me so ferocious that I was protected so that I could get to now. And I really needed to get through all the awful things that I went through, that my past selves have been through, where they've died. So I came ferocious, absolutely ferocious, and I needed that, and that was fine. It did frighten me, and I did bury her in a dungeon under a trapdoor. Because it was too scary for me, that stuff. But I needed it, and it came up when I was in peril. But I don't need it now. I've cleared that timeline. I'm on the new timeline. I'm on a me timeline now, and I need to heal me, and I don't need that with me. Now I know this is like a 3-year long plan that my guides brought in to get me to where I am now. And so it's been a slow process, because you can't just have what you have. It's, you can't get paid for being a 5-star electrician when you're only an apprentice. You need to learn things. So I've been learning how to deal, and learning how not to be frightened of that dark energy, and learning how to ask for help with it. Yeah, and I'm not very familiar. I mean, I just ask my guide, bring in whoever we need, or bring in whoever I need, to get me through this. And it's only from listening to other people's videos that I've realised that there are like female energies that deal with female dark energy, so that it's utilised for its purpose and not abused. And that has been Lilith and Morrigan and Hecate. And they're like a powerful trio. To me, I don't know whether they're all one kind of a spirit, like a mega archangel spirit. I have no idea. I just know that they, I am aware that there is an energy source that knows how to deal with that kind of energy, and it's a non-frightening thing. It's a trust thing. I don't feel I'm on my own with that energy anymore, and I used to feel like I was on my own with that energy anymore, which is why it scared the shit out of me. Basically, I'm trying to hurry up because I'm trying to get everything in, so I don't overrun my allotted time. So I know this has been coming in. It's been talked about a few times online. At Jadina, I'll put a link, has mentioned it. There's a few of the, I think I'm linking in past videos who I follow. There's only, I think, 3 or 4, but they're like a mainstay. So I know personally that this has been coming up because it keeps coming out in a dream. Those dreams that I had a few weeks ago, where I wasn't feeling like I belonged anywhere because I'd shifted into a new building, like onto the boat. I wasn't land bound in my spiritual homeland anymore. I'd moved onto this boat, and that meant trusting spirit to run the boat, trusting spirit that when we're moored and we're not moving, it's fine. I'm not being lazy by not moving. I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't be doing or not doing. I can trust. And because I'd asked my guide the other day, like, who's the guy on the boat? Who's the spirit on the boat? What's that about? And then they said it's protection, it's extra protection, because we've got this to go through. Now, I've been through these hieroglyphic portals before. And I'm moving through them, and because I have to acquire that, it has to assimilate in me. I have to understand it and accept it. It has to be a part of me before I can go through the next one and then the next one. And this is what I've been doing for a few months. I've been going through these portals, and it's been fine. Sometimes I've been in a tunnel. Some of them have been in a tunnel. Sometimes it's a light tunnel, sometimes it's a dark tunnel. But it's transmuting me and transforming me and moving me from where I have been in here spiritually and emotionally to somewhere else. And I know this. So I know that there's something else coming. Now, I felt this shift coming, and that's why the dreams have been really short but very dark and very deep dreams. Because as I come up to that liminal space, because when you're unconscious in bed, you're in that liminal space between life and death. And when you get those dreams, you're on the edge. And I needed to be there, and I needed to be confident. I needed to trust what my guides were doing for me, what everybody, because there's a massive amount of protection around me to do this. And I've got to the point now where I feel confident. I know that I'm safe. I don't have to, like that thing that goes off because you're a bit panicky because you're not quite sure. You don't quite believe. You don't quite trust. You haven't quite got that faith. Well, I've got it now. There's way too much happened for me not to have faith. So I've got it. So we're up. And I know it's coming, and I thought it was going to come in dreams. So I'm a little bit like, I can't sleep. I can't fall asleep because I'm terrified of falling into a dream, which is a little bit of lack of trust, I have to admit. And I feel that they did it during daytime. I'd already got up and walked the dog and had my breakfast. And the meditation I needed just popped up on the screen. And I thought, okay, it's here for a reason. Let's do this. And it was an hour-long one. And I went into it. And we all travelled. I got off the boat with my guide and we walked to the first portal. And when I got to this first portal, the images were changing, like they light up and they move, and they almost become like an alchemical equation, because they've got like there's a meaning, and they're moving into that meaning because I've approached and I'm there, and I've got Michael coming in, and I've got Raphael and I've got Mary, and they're like my trio. There's like that one, then that one, and they come in one after the other. Michael leads whatever needs to be rooted out, cut off, opened up, followed by the healing. And it's always, Raphael's energy is always sort of green, but it's swirly pink as well, and it's shimmery glimmery. I really like it. And then behind that is Mary's, and Mary's this liquid silvery gold that comes through with her, seals and heals everything. So I'm there and the dark child, the shadow child that I rescued from the dungeon, she's with me, and we're going to heal you now, because this is the source of the dark energy that came with me. So we heal that, clear that, and that has a knock-on effect to other things. So this is the first thing. I don't need this anymore. She doesn't need that anymore. That was linked to that timeline. That timeline is done. So now this is time for this to be cleared. Great. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm like, okay, yeah. No, I'm just kind of standing around. Yeah, we're going to heal you today. Yeah, it's all going to be all right. And so, hand her off to Jamil. And then Michael, and his sword is the most beautiful sword, because it contains so much love in it. And it went right through into her heart. And I saw the tip of his sword touch this scar tissue on her. And I put that there. I put that there when I locked her in the dungeon because she frightened me. I put that there. And it went right into that. And as he touched it and opened it, Raphael's light went in, and it was immediately like that, followed by Mary's light. It went in through that scar, opened that scar up. And as it went in, this dark energy came out. And as it came out, it went into this pink healing bubble that Raphael was holding, and it went in there and filled it up. And by this time I'd forgotten the poor wounded child. I'm like at the bubble, the pink bubble, because it starts to change. And this bubble is passed to Mary, and it starts to change colour again. And when it looks like her colour, it is given back into this open wound, into the child. And then the child changed colour and became like Mary's colour. I gobsmacked, start to cry, because it gets you right in your core. And then when she was like that, and there's no scar left. When that happened, no scar. And she was handed back to me. And instead of me carrying her, she became me, part of me. She assimilated into me. So now she's in me, and I'm not carrying her anymore. She's part of me. I was gobsmacked, yeah. Always gobsmacked. I'm always gobsmacked by the imagery, because I don't know where it comes from. But there we are. By this time, my ears are screaming. I am sweating, like drippy sweating. My head feels like it's on fire. And I get told to go and have a shower. Go and have a shower and wash your hair. Go and get clean. So I wake up, off I go and do that, come back down, wrapped up. I've got extra wrapping on. I've got my dressing gown over my bathing gown thing, so I don't lose any heat, because I've lost heat before doing this, and I get cold in my bones and it makes me really ill, so I don't lose heat when I'm pumping it out like that. So I'm all wrapped up, and then as soon as that finished, another meditation came automatically up, and well, I'm going for it. So I'm back in bed, I'm back in meditation. I've got my eye mask on, my earphones are in, I'm in the zone. Sometimes it takes me some time to get in the zone, but no, I'm in the zone for the second half of this. So stay tuned, and thank you very much for listening.